Hello everybody and welcome back to KWPR, that's Koi Water Plants and Ramps. And for those of you who are visiting first time, my name's Martin, and you might be able to hear in the background, but the KWPR household is once again alive with the sound of little voices and heavy pattering feet as the grandchildren are down to stay for a week. I've just got back from being away in Spain for the last 2.5 weeks, so yeah, it's busy. It's also blessed again with the sound of 4 little legs pattering about, as I'm also looking after my oldest son's dogs. So I've got 2 grandchildren and the dog Molly, who's a lab who just wants to eat everything in sight. Anyway, I've had a few deliveries this week. Well, when I was away, I've been waiting to get this one done for a while. The first one, I'll flick you around, show you what I've got, and we'll take it from there. What we got first of all is a little box from our friends at KACTOILY, and what they've sent me and have asked me to trial and give my reviews on is the new 7-in-1 wireless Wi-Fi monitor. So I'll do a little unboxing, have a look what's inside, and then we'll go about getting it fitted and see how it behaves. And you know me, I love a Wi-Fi thing. We've done the Wi-Fi pump the other day, so now it's a Wi-Fi POM monitor, which is, like I said, for me, you know, I work away, I drive a lorry abroad, UK, abroad, Spain, Italy, Portugal, France, and sorry, grandchildren problems. Want to come on the camera, they can come on the camera in a little while. Anyway, so first of all, go and unbox it, have a look, see what's inside. Right, so got the usual instructions, and the box is a bit plain. I don't know whether it's because this is one of the first ones to go out and it's being trialed, but so yeah, you've got the user manual, a water quality guide, little thing telling you about one of the Pro protections, and then how about to go connecting it to the Wi-Fi. So first out of the box is the standard Pro box, which again has got the free water level indicators, so lowest level, medium, normal level and highest level, and a USB lead, which for me, having the pit and that, like the length of the USB lead might be a bit of a problem, so I might have to try and sort something out about that. But that will probably go into the drum filter onto the clean water side, but not in the moving bed. So it'll be next to the actual rotating drum itself, so that's where that'll probably go. Now the good thing about these compared to a lot of the others on the market is that the actual probes are platinum, so they last longer, and they are also more sensitive, give more sensitive readings compared to a lot of other monitors on the market. And also the good thing is, if the probes go wrong, you can just replace this unit, or if the display module, which is this bit, and we'll talk about that in a minute, goes wrong, you can place that, so you can separate 2, you ain't got to buy the whole kit. So just put that to one side. So again, you've got the display module, I'll keep it in the bag for now, and the screen. But personally I'd like a slightly bigger screen, old eyes and all that, like I need my glasses, but they are quite bright once they're on. And again, USB connection in the bottom there, so put that one side. Little bag there, that's the slide thing, so when you attach the monitor to the wall, you can either sort of like screw it in, or these clear plastics, and you'll see in a minute. Let's take it out and show you. He says, so these 2 clear plastic sheets there are double-sided. They just peel them off, and you can stick it to that, and then you can stick it to the service, and then you stick the other one to the back of the monitor and onto the other things. And then if you want to move this slides apart, he says. There you go, so that slides apart and slides in, so you can have it mounted and then you can just slide it on and off as you require. So just put that to one side. UK plug adapters, which is okay if you've got a nice filter house in the dry, or you're mounting this indoors, because this just isn't for pond, it is for aquarium use as well. Yeah, handy UK plug size things, but what I may have to do if I'm going to use a waterproof socket outside is I might have to change it for one of the sort of like the Apple plugs. I'll show you one of them in a minute. So put them to one side. 2 boxes, and in this box is, so that's the mounting thing. So this drops in supposedly. It's supposed to be able to drop in. Not much of a fit on that. Try it the other way around. Drive it up through. So there. So then you can mount that over a lip. Yeah, adjusted heights, and then you've got 2 little screws, which I expect are in that box there. But yeah, so put that out to one side. Just need to go sort grandkids out a minute, just one sec. Sorry about that. Right, so in the last box we have USB lead. Yeah, so that'll be for the monitor. And then a little plug for the USB lead to connect into, and that's a USB-C which goes into there. So you can buy extensions to them, or you can do a USB extension, and then there's the plug, 2-pin plug, which pushes into the extension. You've got 2 sachets of pH 4.01 buffer, 2 sachets of 6.86 buffer, and 2 sachets of 9.18 buffer at 25 degrees C. Now, the reason you get 3 different sachets is that KACTOILY realised that by doing a 3-point calibration, when you calibrate your pH probe, by doing a 3-point calibration rather than a 2-point calibration, it's a lot more accurate, and it will hence give you a better reading. You don't have to do a 3-point, you can do a 2-point, but KACTOILY recommend doing a 3-point calibration so you can get a lot more accurate readings and a lot more accurate calibration, which is spot on. I've not seen that before, so put those over there. There's another USB plug, and then tip all these out. So there's 2 little screws for the perspex thing, goes in the back there, and screw them on. Yeah, and then you got 1-2 suckers like that with the holes in, and then a little sucker like that. So I take it that's for so 2 of them will go onto there. I'll take it these round ones here, so if you don't want to use the probe, or you can't use the the perspex thing, you can just put these in, stick them on, then stick it to the glass of your aquarium, or hopefully a stick to the inside of my drum. So you've got that, that's an alternative. And then I suppose that one is for, I'm not 100% sure what that one's for. Is that for the monitor? It might just be a spare. Anyway, we'll have a look when we should have got a spare one anyway, innit? So the Wi-Fi connection died, so the app you need to download is Tuya. You can see that there. Tuya app, Some of you already may have the 2-year app because they also do a range of smart plugs, lights and things like that, and so you already may have that. So all you've got to do is select add device. Available in App Store and Android. So first thing I've got to do is go on, install that app, and then I'll show you what it looks like when you get it loaded. Catch you in a minute. I downloaded the Chewy app. I think I've downloaded one. This one's the Chewy Smart. So you can just see there, that one there, and start up screen. Connect devices local allow. Right, so basically that's the screen you get then where it says add device, which I can't do yet obviously because I've got nothing plugged in. So the next step is to get everything plugged in, albeit for a temporary basis at the moment, for the reason I'm about to show you is, so there's my monitor. You all know that I've got a filter pit, and I'll try and show you the lead. So that's the lead lengthwise, which I don't think once it's in and then fed round it, fit up into my filter box where my power connectors are. I have got a power socket in the filter pit, one of the IP5 rated ones you can close and seal up, but I think that's powering the air source heat pump, so I can't use that. So I can get another one put in there or an extension lead. So what? Yeah, in fact it'll be an extension lead, I think. Main reason being is that these the plugs that come with these, it's going to make it a bit difficult. Great if you, like I said, because these are designed for aquarium use as well as ponds. You know, this isn't a problem, this will work, but what I need to do is sort of get a viable option that's the same power rating, which I think is the old Apple plugs or generic sort of like USB single plugs that you can get. So I've got one of them inside. Go grab it and I'll show you in a second. So what I need to do in the filter pit until I get a new socket down in there, waterproof socket, is I'm going to use one of these, which is sort of like the extension lead waterproof sockets. Just open it up, it's got the cover, put a plug in there, and then they seal up, and like I said, and that should keep it waterproof, IP5 rated I think they are, it does say on there. But the problem being with the these, and then you put the plug socket in to the top of that. Let's get one out. So that, which goes into there, as you can see, can't close. So good old-fashioned Apple plug that you don't get anymore with your new Apple phones, but I'm sure a lot of you have got these lying about. Exactly same wattage rating and ampage rating as that, so the output's the same. So hopefully, let's put a USB lead in just to see if we can close it up. So just drop that in there. There you go, and then you've got the rubber seal, open it up, hey presto, so problem solved there. My advice, well, sort of maybe have an option that you can get these USB leads longer, or say sort of like a 5 meter USB lead, so you can run it to your sort of like your power points or something like that. I think this is about 2 meters. It does say in the thing, I think it's 1.8 something or other USB leads. This is the indoor one, but I think they're both the same length. And I was just trying this for effect. So maybe sort of like when you purchase these, you can have an option to order a longer lead. So just come in. Right, so I've just plugged the monitor bit in. A bit of a reflection on there, but you can see the old Wi-Fi signal, the wireless signals flashing to sort of say that the other bit's not sending any information because it's not plugged in, powered in. I'm just going to see if I can actually pair this up on the old app before. So just grab the instruction onlys, but I'm pretty sure all I've got to do is press that and hold it. It's bleeping, then press add device, and yeah, location, continue Bluetooth. Yeah, now while using the app, right, and right, so yeah, there you go, water monitor. So I don't know where you can see that, so just tap that. Oh, here we go. So I've got to add all the Wi-Fi password and everything like that, so I'll get back to you when I've done all that. So putting the actual probe monitor in, this is just temporary at the moment because I'm just working out the let's bring it around properly. I'm just trying to work out the proper water level for the pond. For the drum, because obviously drums in their nature, the water level goes up and down as the mesh becomes dirty. Obviously the water on the clean side starts to lower, and that's what triggers the float system there for a clean. So obviously in the clean side of the drum, the water level goes up and down, and obviously you've got a maximum and minimum on the KACTOILY probe set. So I'm just playing around, just trying to work out where it should be, how deep in the water it should be. Can't use the plastic thing, unfortunately, because there's nowhere to hook it. So I'm on the rubbers. I'll probably move it away from where it is at the moment, because although the UV's there, you've got the bypass bit just there and it shines through a little bit, so I might just move it up next to the sensor, so it's against the sensor here, and to stop it sliding any, I'll probably cable tie these two cables together and then undo the screws on that, poke the USB through. There's a spare slot, or even get it in the same slot there, so spare slot, get the cable through, and then I'm just waiting for a spin you around a minute. So yeah, I'm just waiting for a extension USB to turn up. So what I have done, I mean, this is a new day, I stopped yesterday, obviously grandchildren and everything like that. So what I have done in the summer house, so spin your back round again. So there you are, mounted on the wall. Obviously there's no readings yet, as you can see, but cable goes down, and what I've done, I've been out and brought a USB socket, double USB socket. So I've changed that and put a double USB socket in there. So I've got that one plugged in, and then I'll get an extension USB and run it round to here. So get that all neatened up with a nice cable tie, spin you around again. So yeah, that's progress so far. So that's the old one, it was just a plain one. Yeah, so get that done. I've not taken the pH probe cover off yet. I'll talk about that when I do it. Basically it's just a little cover, and the probe's kept in solution as full pH probe should be, just to keep them from right. Anyway, it's been a bit miserable this morning, so but yeah, cracking on doing the bits. Just got to wait for the delivery of the extension USB, and then I'll run that up. I've got a hole in the deck down there where I had the the data cable for the Senai system when I had it. So hopefully this one's a lot better. So while I'm waiting for the USB to turn up, the extension USB to turn up, I'll just tell you, once I get on and you actually see this in action and see what you can do on the app and everything like that, which is a lot more than what you can do just on the basic Wi-Fi models and everything like that. I'll talk about it a bit more in depth, but basically you can set up alerts and all this sort of stuff, so if your parameters drop below or go above a certain level, it will send you a message on your phone, and hopefully you can either fly home and sort it out if it's in dire need, or you know, make a phone call or whatever. But I like the fact that you can get alerts when something goes wrong, and instead of you sort of like being away and your pond going, you know, boobies up, and come home and find all your fish floating, you sort of thing. So that, if it works, I mean, that's going to be bloody brilliant. The older system, the old Senai system, but it weren't accurate, had the same sort of thing, and then I've just been waiting and waiting for somebody else to come out with it. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah, but like I said, if you like this system and like the idea of having a sort of like a Wi-Fi where you can control on your phone and get all the notifications and that lot, I'll post a link down below, and I can use KACTOILY very kindly have given me a discount code for you lot to use, and I'll put that all in the link down below, and I'll talk about that a bit more right at the end of the video, what you got to do, what the discount code is and everything like that. It'll all be in the link, and that's not just on this product, but it's across the products across the board, all the KACTOILY products across the board. Anyway, I'm going to wait for the Wi-Fi thing to turn up, and then I'll get that installed and we'll get it up and running, and we'll have a look at see what it does on the app. So I'll catch you in a minute. Molly the dog interfering.
Right, so I've rotated the cable through. I've worked out where it's going, cable tied it through. Just before I put it into its final position, what you have to do is this cap here, which is for the pH monitor and that lot, you need to unscrew that off, and then you can place it in the water where it needs to go. Basically just to stop the pH probe from drying out. So just make sure when you're fitting this that you do take that off, otherwise you'll wonder why your pH isn't working.
There's a little gas bottle just off,
so that's in position. Let's try and get you in there, look. I don't know whether you can see the level as far in. You see the water coming back up. Water levels coming back up, coming back up, coming back up, and is it going to hit the high level? So right smack on the highest level there. So I could afford to play around with that a bit, just a little bit. So the extension cable's arrived. I've just plugged it in, and that's the thicker cable going through, and I'm just going to wrap that up into some amalgam tape, waterproof amalgam tape, just to protect that joint. Goes up through the summer house, follow me into the storage house, I should say, as it is at the moment, because it's raining, so all the pillows are back in. So it goes all the way around, and it'll all be tacked in, goes up, and there we have the readings working. Now, I'll go through all the readings and that lot that you got in a minute when we're on the app. One thing you might notice about this version, the version 3 Wi-Fi version, is that it's not got the brightly coloured screen that the others have. Personally, I don't know what you lot think, if those of you got the other one, but I find that a lot easier to read anyway. But yeah, so that's all in, it's all working. pH is on the way up. It was 7.40, 7.46 now.
but it's getting on towards evening time anyway, so yeah. So all in. So the next thing to do is bring up the app, and we'll have a little look at the app. Turn you around. So hello. Yeah, so we'll get the app sorted. We'll have a little look at the app. We'll go through what the app can do, and see what we think of that. But so far everything's in, it's working, and like I said, without the brightly coloured display, it's a colour display, but it's not all different brightly colour. I find that easier to read personally. Quite liking it, but it's not for how often I'll be using that side of things. I'll be using the app rather than anything else. It's more convenient, isn't it? You just bring out your phone and go, oh yeah, have a look. So we're next thing up, just tape all this up, put everything back down, put the bit of decking back down, and then we'll have a look at the app. And don't forget, at the end of the video, I'll give you a link that you can go to, and a discount code, a personal discount code, that you can get this for a quite a bit cheaper price, if you're liking what you're seeing. So far so good, I'm liking it, so I will catch you in a minute. Right, so been running the KACTOILY 7-in-1 a Wi-Fi monitor for about 4 days now, and so far it has not skipped a beat. I'm really liking it. It seems to be a really good bit of kit. The readings that I'm getting are matching my Hanometers on the ones that I've got Hanometers of. Most importantly, pH, I suppose, is the main one, and obviously the temperature matches sort of like what my exhaust heat pump is saying and is putting out. So yeah, everything's good on that point. There's no problems with accuracy. So yeah, really liking it, and the app hasn't skipped a beat. The Wi-Fi hasn't lost connection or anything like that, and I've been out and about with the grandchildren here, there and everywhere, down to the beaches and everything like that, and I've been able to bring the app up wherever I am and get real-time readings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the app, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record it on my phone, so you can sort of see in real time what I'm looking at, and as I talk about it, you'll see it on the screen. So I'm just going to start screen recording. 3, 2, 1, 0. So screen recording. So there we go, sort of like the To Your Smart app. So I'm just going to hit that, and it's just starting up, and then you can see the devices, all devices, water monitor. So just hit the water monitor, and then up comes. So first thing right at the top there, you've got 0 degrees centigrade, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Obviously in the UK we use a centigrade, so make sure that's highlighted. Right, so the first one starting top to bottom, left to right. So I'll go left column first and then right column. So you've got a pH, so my pH at the moment, being sort of like 8 o'clock at night, is 7.46, which is, yeah, it's pretty spot on. It does fluctuate throughout the day, as everybody's pH will do. EC, the electric conductivity, is quite high at the moment. That is, it's 806 US centimeters, whatever that. I have looked into it. Basically it's because I've got some stuff in the water at the moment. I've got FMG in the water, so that's why that's gone up. And now salinity, now this surprised me. I've got no salt in the pond. I haven't put any salt in the pond and that lot, and it's telling me I've got a salinity of 0.04, which is absolutely minuscule. It was 0.03, but when the FMG went in, it went up to 0.04, rose ever so slightly. Next is the ORP, which is 206, which is okay. It's in sort of like, they recommend sort of like an ORP of between 200 and 400. Obviously the oxygen level's a little bit low because I've put in the FMG again. It has been running about sort of like about 256, 260, 270 around that. But yeah, no. Now I don't know whether this is something that's sort of like future planning or something like that on, but they got flow litres a minute, or whether they run another product that uses the same app. But obviously it doesn't monitor that. So temperature is showing 23.9, which is absolutely spot on. TDS again a little bit higher than what it has been reading. It's been reading about 360, but again, because I've put the treatment in, I'll tell you about the treatment in a minute, but put the treatment in, it's rose up to 400 parts per million. That's just my water in this area, very, very hard water. Specific gravity, SG, is showing as 1, which is clean water basically. If it goes anywhere either side of 1 and that lot, then it needs looking at. CL, which I take that's chlorine. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's chlorine. And then battery, where it's showing 0.0 for chlorine. And then battery, because there's no battery power or anything like that, it's direct sort of thing, is 0%. So that's all the, so that's, what's that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the CL isn't one you use then. So you've got the pH, EC, salinity, ORP, temperature, TDS, and specific gravity. So yeah, so like moving down, you've got another column down there, help. If you hit the help, it takes you to another page, and you've got the pH calibration videos and app, how to get your app notifications up, questions and answers, measurements and stuff like that. So you know, there's different things there on the help page. Pretty handy little thing that's on the KACTOILY website, so go back into that. History, so there's your history. So your pH, you can see I took a bit of a pH drop from 750 to 720. That was earlier on today when I was cleaning the drum screen. Temperature up and down, range from 24 to 24.5, down to 23.9 or something like that. Temperature day, Fahrenheit, EC, electric conductive EC, you'll see it's peaked a bit to what it has been. TDS again has peaked again because I put the stuff in. Salinity has stayed pretty much as it is. Specific gravity has stayed exactly as what it is. ORP, like I said, it's come down and it's just starting to go back again at the moment. CL, yeah, no, flow, yeah, and battery, obviously nothing there. So that's your history, so you can go back and check how things are fluctuating. So come back out of that. Now, good thing about this is what I'm liking as well, if you come back out of the screen there, right, and then down at the bottom you've got home, scene, smart, me, so all about me. But if you go to scene, right, you can set alerts. So you can see I've got pH low set, temperature low set, and temperature high set. So to actually set a task or a scene they call it, but if you want to set an alert, plus button on at the top, hit the plus button, you get some launch tab to run, like turn off all the lights, this because obviously, like I said, it does other things. So like when weather changes, when location changes, schedule, when device status changes, change alarm mode, when alarm is triggered. So we want when device status changes, for example, when an unusual activity is detected. So we go to that, go to water monitor. So you got the list of all the different things that we're monitoring. If I go to pH again. Right, so I set pH low. So I want to go to high. So you see so you change the values. So you got lower equals or higher. And then if I set that to higher than, if I go to 8.05, no, let's go to 8. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm going to leave it on 8.01. I'll play with it later when I end trying to record. What a pain in the backside. Right, so set it there. So you go to next. So water monitor, when it goes, if condition is met. So if it hits that, then, and you got a task then, so you add task. So you got change arm mode, control single device, select smart scenes, send notification or delay the action. We want a notification sent to us, so go to that. Now you get 3 options here. You get the message center, message notification and phone notification. Now the message center is on the app. You actually physically check the app and it will sort of like give you a little notification like a 1 or something like on the app. So select that and I'll come to the reason why in a minute. So that's it. And then what you got to do is press, it's on, you've got different things, there are more settings but you don't need to worry about them. Press save, then you get a name. So I'm setting pH, don't like that, so pH high, confirm, and then it's saved. So you've got pH high, pH low, temperature low and high temperature. So I will go on and set the others, but so that's the thing set. Now you can get notifications and alerts actually sent to your phone by text or by a phone call, but this is a paid for service. There are varying degrees of service, like you can sort of like pay for 200 text messages for, I think it's about sort of £9 or something like that. So depending on whether you just want alert going to your app. So you can see just there, like I had a message saying pH was low, process exceeded. Okay, so yeah, I've read that. Click here to pull up loads more. No, all data has been loaded. So yeah, so my pH went a little bit low, lower in the settings, but obviously I was playing about with the drum and doing a bit of cleaning and stuff like that. And I was using vinegar. So that sort of got into the water near the sensor, so it's detected the pH drop. But yeah, so like I said, but yeah, you can get alerts sent to you. It's a paid for. See if I can bring it up. That's right. So yeah, learn more. So there you go. So you got an unlimited SMS plan for £26. You get a subscription SMS plan for 30 days, £21. It's quite expensive. 200 SMSs, 100 calls, notifications, £18. 200 SMS notifications, £12. So you get 200. It's not monthly. So basically you pay £12 for 200. So hopefully 200 notifications would last you a year. And then you say, it's up to you. Yeah, a little bit cheeky that one. I thought at least you get the first year free or something like that with buying the device, but yeah, it is what it is. So come out of that and then just go back to the water monitor. Yeah, so the ORP's dropped down to below 200, but like I said, it's because I've got, if I put an extra bit of oxygen in there, that might go back up again. Let's try that. Alexa, can you turn the skimmer on?
Okay.
So we'll see if that goes back up in a minute, or maybe not, because this video is quite long as it is now. But yeah, so that's the app. Let's come out of this. We'll shut this down, turn screen recording off. Off. Why did that not save? Oh, there you go. Save to photos. Yeah, so it's surprisingly a very, very good piece of kit. And I don't mean that in a funny way. I didn't expect it to be as good as what it is, especially for the price point it's being sold at. Especially when you look at other devices out there that have got less readings. It's just the reputation and the name it's going by. Yeah, you can get cheaper ones than that lot on the dreaded eBay and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, most of them ain't worth the effort of even looking at them. But no, what I can honestly say so far, and I'm off to France and Spain this week, and my lovely wife is coming with me for the first time ever, on a little, well, it's not really a jolly, is it? Because she's sat in a truck and I'm driving around, and she just gets to see the countryside and truck stops, really. But yeah, it's company. So yeah, so I'll be trying it abroad. Look at my big red nose from I've been out in the sun. So we're travelling abroad, and I'll be checking it out there, and I'll be reporting back. But so far, I can honestly say it is a really, really good piece of kit. So there's a link in the description down below, and if you follow that link, it'll take you over to the KACTOILY page. And if you wish to purchase one of these or any of the KACTOILY products that you will see on the link, if you type in the code that's in the link down there, and it's KWPR, all in capitals, you will receive a 13% discount. 13, unlucky for some, but lucky for you lot. So there's a big 13% discount on anything on their page. So click on the link in the description, and then if there's anything you want, check out, just put the code in, and like I said, you receive a nice 13% discount. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I will be reporting back on this again, and the Wi-Fi pump as well. Hope to catch you soon. I think I'm away for another 10 days, so hopefully, and like I said, this couldn't come at a better time if I'm being away for 10 days and the wife's with me, so there's nobody to keep an eye on things, apart from my daughter and my son, but they don't live at home. So yeah, stay safe, look after yourselves, and remember, this ain't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Take care, people. Goodbye.